If you want to get Australia PR and you're still confused about what changed in 2026, where to start, and how to make your application strong, then this video is for you. Because in 2026, Australia has made the biggest changes to its immigration system in over a decade. And those who don't understand these changes will lose three things: their time, their money, and their chance at PR. So stay with me till the end, because I'm going to explain everything to you step by step. Welcome back to Australia PR Insider, your trusted channel where you get the most updated, most accurate, and most practical information about Australian immigration. I'm your host, and in today's video, we are going to talk about the new PR rules of 2026, what changed, how it changed, and how you should plan your PR journey according to these new rules. So let's get straight to the point. What did Australia change in 2026? First, it's important to understand that Australia's overall migration program has been set at 185,000 permanent places for 2025 to 26. That's a big number, but here's the real story. Employer-sponsored visas have been increased to 44,000 places. State-nominated visas have gone up to 33,000. But the skilled independent visa seats have been reduced to 16,900, and the global talent visa is now only 4,000. Re-entry immigration, this directly means you can no longer get Australia PR just by scoring points independently. The 2026 system represents a fundamental shift. Employer sponsorship, regional migration, and productivity-based selection are now at the very core of the system. This is immigration's step one. Check your points score. Australia's PR system is points-based, and a minimum of 65 points are required to submit an expression of interest. But an important reality in 2026 is that 65 points alone is often not enough. Independent streams frequently require 85 or more points. Australian migration lawyers, what builds your points? Age, English proficiency, work experience, education, and Australian study or work experience. All these factors combine to make your score. A practical tip: if you are in IT, engineering, or accounting, complete a professional year program. It earns you extra points and significantly strengthens your application step 2. Choose the right visa subclass. There are 3 major PR pathways relevant to you in 2026. Subclass 189, Skilled Independent Visa. This is the most competitive visa. The government is moving away from general skilled migration toward targeted skills migration, making 189 invitations extremely selective, especially for offshore applicants. AUS's group, this is only a realistic option if your points are very high and you are in an in-demand occupation. Subclass 190, Skilled Nominated Visa. This visa requires nomination from a state or territory government, which gives you 5 extra points. Australian migration lawyers' different states are now following sector-based priority lists, such as teaching in Victoria, health in NSW, trades in WA and SA, and engineering in Queensland. AUS's group subclass 491, Skilled Work Regional Visa. This is becoming one of the most powerful pathways in 2026. If your metro points are not high enough for 189 or 190, regional nomination is the pathway that keeps you in Australia legally while you build your PR eligibility. Emerson Migration Law after 491, you get subclass 191, which is permanent residency, and this remains one of the least competitive PR pathways in 2026. AUS's group step 3. Take employer sponsorship seriously. Employer-sponsored visas are currently the fastest growing PR pathway. A key reform is that eligible subclass 482 holders can now transition to permanent residency through subclass 186 after just 2 years of employment. Previously, it required 3 years. This in immigrations. Subclass 186 through employer sponsorship is currently considered the most direct and fastest PR pathway. Let engage immigration, and if you are already working under an employer in Australia, you are in a strong position. The government clearly prefers people who are already contributing to Australia's economy. Step 4. Understand the salary thresholds. Another major change in 2026 is the increase in salary thresholds. The core skills income threshold for the 2026 fiscal year is approximately $79,499, and for specialist roles the threshold is $146,717. Chambers, if your salary falls below these thresholds, your PR pathway could be blocked because an employer cannot legally sponsor you. letting gauge immigration, so keep salary thresholds in mind when negotiating a job offer. Step 5. Focus on English proficiency. This is perhaps the most underrated step, but it is the most important one. English proficiency is the single biggest difference maker for skilled invitations in 2026. OSS's group. Aim for superior English level for maximum points. A high score in IELTS or PTE significantly improves your ranking. IELTS Australia, if you're sitting at 65 points and not receiving an invitation, there's a very strong chance that improving your English score could push your overall score up by 10 to 20 points. And that is a game changer. Step 6. Get your skills assessment done on time for PR. You need a positive skills assessment from the relevant assessing authority, such as ACS for IT professionals or Engineers Australia for engineers. Australian migration lawyers' a skills assessment can take time, sometimes 4 to 6 months. So complete this step first and start it in parallel with everything else. While waiting for your skills assessment, keep preparing for your English test and start gathering your documents. Step 7. Submit your UI and wait for an invitation. Once your skills assessment is done, your English score is ready, and your points are calculated. You submit an expression of interest, EOI, in the Skill Select portal. This is your official registration in Australia's immigration system. After submitting your EOI, you compete in invitation rounds, and an invitation is issued based on your score and the ranking of your occupation. Australian migration lawyers keep one thing in mind. Submitting an EOI and applying for a visa are two different things. You can only lodge the actual visa application after receiving an invitation. Step 8. Keep your documents ready under the 2026 new rules. Documentation quality has become far more important. Authorities are now conducting detailed verification and closely checking academic and professional standards. Shipments real estate. What you will need: passport, skills assessment letter, English test results, employment certificates with salary details, educational degrees and transcripts, health insurance, and police clearance certificates. Health and character clearances are mandatory for PR applicants. Plan your health checks and police clearance well in advance. Australian migration lawyers. Step 9. Don't rule out the regional option. Many people underestimate regional Australia. But in 2026, this is one of the smartest moves you can make. A new Designated Area Migration Agreement, DAMA, has been introduced for the Northern Territory, offering additional opportunities for skilled workers willing to work in regional areas. IELTS Australia states like South Australia, Tasmania, Western Australia, NSW regional zones, Queensland regional areas, and the Northern Territory are all expanding 491 criteria in 2026. OSS's group, and one important point: studying in regional Australia does not guarantee PR. Regional strategy works best when it is aligned with a long-term plan. Choosing regional purely for migration points is not a strategy. Emerson Migration Law. Step 10. Get professional help. You can do all of this on your own, but consulting a registered migration agent can significantly improve your chances. Immigration rules are complex. Every occupation has different rules, and every state has a different priority list. In 2026, the era of passive eligibility is clearly over. Only those who plan strategically and prepare early will succeed. This and immigrations. So those were the 10 steps you need to follow for Australia PR in 2026. Let's do a quick summary. First, check your points score. Choose the right visa subclass. Take employer sponsorship seriously. Understand salary thresholds. Strengthen your English. Get your skills assessment done on time. Submit your EOI. Keep your documents ready. Consider the regional option and get professional guidance. If this video was helpful for you, please make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to Australia PR Insider, because we regularly bring you updated and accurate information that actually helps you in your Australia PR journey. Also press the bell icon so you never miss a new video. If you have a specific question about state nomination or about any specific visa subclass, drop it in the comments below. I personally try to reply to every single one. See you in the next video. Take care and goodbye.